All right. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly.
I'm Mike Kelly here with Ed Parcaut.
That's correct. Just pain in the ass.
Pain in the backside.
Bond market started off a little down today. Now we're back up by 2 basis points. Woohoo! We're through the roof. So it's just there's a lot of information going on out there.
I'm reading your banners over here right now, so I can be.
It's a banner world.
It's a banner world.
Yeah.
Real estate just keeps to be plugging along as usual. No inventory, lots of buyers. Who?
Shocking.
Shocking.
That means values are going down then, huh?
Yeah, no. For some reason, they're growing up.
Be a little bit taller, so you're not like the little guy in the room.
Oh God, I like being a little guy in the room. Oh, now I'm closer. Holy,
there you go.
Crap.
There we go. You're a little bit better. The problem we're going to have is too many people wanting the same thing, and values are going to continue to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Not that that's a bad thing, but affordable housing is really hard to do in that situation. And we have people who are looking to buy a home, and it's hard to find them a home.
We have sellers who have an accepted offer who are looking for a replacement property, and we're accepted as a backup. And I'm hoping the agent is still looking. I'm looking for them.
We're
for
accepted
the sellers.
as a backup.
Yeah, so there are multiple offers on the property.
Oh,
theirs got accepted as position number 1 should the first offer blow up for some reason.
Oh. Okay, well, who knows if that's going to happen?
No, it probably won't. That's why I'm looking for the listing agent to find property that they're looking for so I can help out my clients.
Gotcha. All right, as I was saying, this is what happened this morning.
Stocks and mortgage bonds have opened lower,
but now
they've already rallied.
Yes, exactly. That's how it always works. The biggest issue we're seeing out there right now is, Janet Yellen and
idiot of the
Jerome
world
Powell said everything's fine. The banks are perfect. There's no issue. But in the last 2 weeks, there's been they put $400 billion on the federal balance sheet, and that's usually banks coming to the window to get money.
Mm-hmm.
And getting money from the Federal Reserve is the most expensive money you can get for banks.
Yeah, and next banner number 3 is the one that's like, oh crap.
Right. So another major problem is Deutsche Bank. Right. We just had Credit Suisse been taken over, but Deutsche Bank is having issues. Thank God it's not an American bank.
Yeah.
But still, they're everywhere. So that's going to affect other things. And they're trying to fix the run on the banks by not allowing, we're going to make you whole. Well, they're not going to make everybody whole.
You can't make everybody whole.
Let's see, things came out today. Durable good orders came out today, and they've fallen 1% worse than expected. They were expecting a 6% increase, and now they got a -1. That's pretty much all the news today. Next week we have Case Shiller. FHFA is another housing index, mortgage application pending home sales, and second quarter GDP readings and initial jobless claims. Some of the jobless claims this week were showing that they were down.
What's a hippie?
That's that's that home.
That's
old.
A
hippie. You know what a hippie is?
Yeah, I think I probably was one.
Yeah,
or considered one. Super Bells.
Yeah. FHFA is future housing. I can't remember the actual term.
Future Heroes and Farmers of America.
No, that's not.
And it. HPI is help people's income. Right?
Yeah, it's
it's
the Federal Housing Finance Agency's report is what it is. Thank God for Google.
Thank God for Google. DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo. Hey, agents. Ed and I were talking earlier, and I was sharing a little frustration. I don't let my sellers do this, and you probably shouldn't let your sellers do this. And I'm going to venture out there and say your sellers are doing what you're telling them to do. But when you put a piece of property on the market prior to when it can be shown, whether it is for what would you call greedy?
Just
greedy reasons, personal reasons.
I wanted double-ended reasons.
Yeah, that's greedy. So, or if you think I'm going to put it on the market, I'm going to get all this exposure. We can't see it for a week. And it's because the sellers are fixing up the property and doing some things. Do yourself a favor. Do yourself a huge favor. Don't put it on the market. or go ahead and list it in MLS and put a future on market date. That way the days on market start ticking when that future on market date happens. And you can start showing it on that date. Showing property yesterday. Preach it. I am Brandy. I'll see you at our awards luncheon. Showing property yesterday, and we couldn't see a particular piece of property because they didn't want to show it until Monday, but it's been on the market for a week. And I said, hey, let's drive by anyway. Let's just see if you like it enough to go inside. Why waste time? Even though there's not a lot of inventory out there, why waste your client's time showing them a piece of property that they're not even going to like the neighborhood in? And as a result, she didn't get to go inside, which may have saved the neighborhood. Sometimes you want butts in the door. So you go
feet
inside.
in the door.
Yeah, feet in.
Butts in the seats.
No,
that's how that works.
I like butts, and I cannot lie. Anyway, she didn't get to go see it on the inside. Looked at the outside. Cute. Quasi nice neighborhood. Wrote it off her list. No, I don't even want to go inside. So the house will sell anyway. Right. But I'm just saying, do your sellers a favor. Don't do that. Just don't do it. They can't put it in the comments anymore as a Metro List rule that can't be shown until open house, or can't be shown until after such and such a date, after the open house, or such and such a date. There's a reason they did that. Agents always find a way to get around that, and they just don't put that in the comments, and they say it's a by appointment only. Text listing agent gets back to you and says, oh, we can't see it until such and such a date. I just, my personal opinion, and I think, just like my grandpa, you're entitled to it. I think you're doing your sellers a disservice.
Or you're doing everybody a disservice. I think the question really is why are they doing it? Are they trying to, do both sides? Are they just trying? What are they trying to? Why are they?
And they may not even be trying to do that, but I just don't think you're helping your seller out. I don't think you're doing your seller what you should be doing. Your seller is your client. Do the best for them. People want to see property as soon as it hits the market, or don't put it on the MLS. Yep. Well, Brandy, you can't say it can't be shown anymore. So that's why they say appointment with only, and you have to call the agent.
Can you just say no lockbox allowed? My sellers don't want it.
Well, yeah, you can do that. I mean, you can do all kinds of things.
And
you can do
call for appointment.
You can do call for appointment. Oh yeah,
that was like 20 years. Call for appointment from the
the listing agent must be present. There are some times when when all this stuff is valid.
Yeah.
But and
can you put?
There's no isolated case. I'm talking. In the last 2 weeks, several properties I've not been able to show because
some
future date hasn't happened yet.
Right. Well, the question really is, with a limited amount of properties out there that you're putting on there, I just see more people trying to double in them. I'm seeing more agents becoming loan officers and doing both.
Yeah.
I see a lot of other stuff happening. Not that that's a great thing, but yeah. I said when we put everybody in those 2% interest rates, we're going to go from an 85% resale market to like a 35 to 50% resale market, and then it'll be all new homes.
Right.
If that's the case, new homes, we're not going to need any agent that's an agent right now to help them sell those properties. And so you're limited to the existing home sales that are coming on. And I think we're going to have very low inventory going forward, period. And so people are going to try to be, figure ways to make more money on each transaction.
Yeah. It's already
whether
happening.
It's good or not.
Yeah. And what happens. Okay. So a very long time ago, and I don't know that NAR has re-looked at the data, there's data showing that a coming soon and or a off-market listing, the seller leaves anywhere from 30 to 35% on the table. So great. You sold it for them quickly. They didn't have to show it a lot. They think they got top dollar, but data shows they leave 30 to 35% on the table. That's a lot of money. And your charge as a listing agent is to get the highest possible price for your seller in the shortest possible time, and the seller determines what that time is,
Yeah.
So
I just never think that you should dual agency should be done in this market, because you can't get the best for your seller and the best for the buyer at the same time working for both of them. If you were doing short sales back in the day, it doesn't matter because the lender controlled what was going on.
Yeah.
But in this market, you want to have it on the market so you have a bidding war, if that's coming.
Exactly. And well, it is coming. It's already here.
Well, I'm talking for the higher end prices.
And there are times when a dual agency works out just fine, and maybe not in a climbing market. If you have what are called scruples,
what are those
things a lot of people don't have. For the most part, most agents out there are just absolutely top notch.
There are,
and they do the right thing because their seller or their buyer come first. Period. In the conversation, they take their agency relationship to heart. And there's always those few out there that are a little misguided, or they don't get the training they should be getting. And there are those that are, they say their seller wants this, but they, I really don't believe that the seller wants it. Seller doesn't know. You could say, how about this? Do your cleaning. We'll do the listing paperwork now. We'll do a future on market date, and we'll put it on. We'll hit the MLS, and we'll be running. I just think that's better for everybody concerned.
Are you off your soapbox now?
I just fell off of it.
No, it's important to know, because loan officers don't know what's going on with the properties. Yeah. We just want to get the loan done. It doesn't take us any time at all now to do that. Because
I just listed 2 properties and the sellers aren't ready. And I said, okay, let's pick some future on market dates. When do you think you will be ready? And then we'll do that. I think I'll make more money for my sellers that way.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted?
I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
Yeah. All right.
I like milkshakes.
In the yard.
In the yard. Let's just go through all the songs.
That's not
we won't do the one that's so disgusting, but they'll go ahead and play that during Christmas, but not "Baby It's Cold Outside."
Yeah. Well, that is kind of a weird song.
It is a weird song, and it's a very
if you really
sexual song.
If you really listen to it, yeah. I just don't normally listen to songs.
And it's creepy because it's some old dude with some 18-year-old girl, and that's creepy upon itself.
Right.
But the other stuff, I'm talking about the WAP. If you listen to the lyrics of that one, and they're not giving anybody any shit for that one. Come on.
Of course not, because it's done by a woman. Anyway, let's move on before we get in too much trouble. So right now, market rates are good.
Yeah,
they're not amazing.
They're gooder than they were.
Yeah, they're gooder than they were.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff, VA, FHA's in the 5s, and conventional, depending on what you're paying and where your FICO score. But it's just most important thing is, if you're a seller, have somebody look at your credit before you decide to sell.
Yeah.
If you're going to buy something else, because I had some people reach out to me because that's what they want to do, and I haven't seen credit scores this low in years.
Really?
And it's like, okay, what can we do for you? How can we get this to work? And so we ran those things and told them what to do before.
Well, I think a lot of people were listening to us saying there was an opportunity bubble that was about to burst. And so everybody's like, oh, let's take this opportunity where we might get some closing costs, and let's see if we can buy a home. And they got to work on their credit.
But that doesn't take that long. I mean, you pay things off, get a statement, we can do a rapid rescore, it's done.
Right.
The issue really is this opportunity bubble. It is pretty much almost,
it's burst.
Yeah.
We're seeing multiple offers on just about everything, almost all the way across the board as far as prices go.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the buy before sell?
Yes. That's something we did in the early 90s.
Well, it's here now. It's been here for a while. Yeah. It's been doing a lot in the Bay Area, where they do this thing where, you don't have to worry about your house. You can take the money out and buy the next house. And it's out there. But the question really is, do you get full top dollar for your home when you do that you're selling?
Probably the 7 times I did it in 98, it was a HELOC program through Wells Fargo. And we did. We got top dollar for the.
Well, it's not a HELOC now. It's
I know, but that's what they called it back then.
Right. It's been around for a while. It's just come back, because I have a friend of mine who's like, "Can I come on your radio show and talk about it?" It's like, we all can do that now, sir. Oh, it's not the same.
Well, the cool thing was with this program is you could actually have the equity line property active on the market. It used to be a bridge loan. You couldn't be on the market. You got the bridge, you got your equity, you purchase the other one, then you put the first home on the market.
Correct.
Is
That's
that
kind of
what
how
we're
it is. It's
is
kind of how it
now?
is now. Yeah, you buy the first one and then you put the other one on the market afterwards.
It's a great program, and it also, I mean, in this market, it gives you a little bit of peace of mind while you put your like the issue that I'm dealing with right now with the seller that's looking for a replacement property and they're in backup position. It if the seller had purchased first by using their equity, they would be in a much better position.
Well, it can be done.
Yeah, it can be done.
Yeah.
So,
and it's out there now.
and actually, there's a client of mine I was thinking about that with yesterday because they've decided they're going to relinquish the first home. So,
relinquish meaning that they're going to
sell
it first.
They're going to put it on the market, and in timing and all that stuff.
Because I mean, some people will go, I'm gonna put my house on the market, sell it, but then I want to rent back for 30 days while I find me a place.
Yeah, and that was huge in Henderson and Las Vegas in 21. It was absolutely, how you say in my country, the way they marketed property, and every buyer's agent brought an offer that said, we give you a full price, or we're going to go 20,000 over, and we're going to give you 60 days rent back, sometimes for free, to be able to garner the purchase, to be able to find a replacement property, because they knew it was so hard to find a replacement property. So,
well, and now Henderson has a lot.
I know now they have standing inventory.
Well, it's actually, I'm pretty sure it's getting close to being gone.
Yeah, it should be, especially with interest rates dropping. I would imagine, because you're getting some killer deals out there, right?
Yeah, they were.
There was a guy that we spoke with,
Courtney Buford.
Yeah, Courtney, great guy.
Yeah, if you need somebody for Vegas for an agent, he's the guy.
He's the dude.
Yeah, he knows, especially new homes. He's been touring new homes with his YouTube channel. For years now.
Has he?
Yeah.
Didn't have anything else to do.
No, well, it's just that's what you do pandemic, when nobody was doing anything. He started touring those homes and putting it on there, and people started watching his stuff. And that's how he find out what's the best place, because remember, prior to that, they didn't really work with agents.
You know what a buyer really wants when they go in and see an agent?
What?
For them to have knowledge of the market.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, for them to know. So they ask about new homes. Buford, right?
Courtney Buford.
Mr. Buford.
Buford T. Justice.
Yeah, they knew he could probably just rattle stuff off the top of his head. That's impressive. That's
actually, I don't know. He's kind of older, so he might take a little.
He's younger than me.
Take a few minutes to get it moving.
So he's fixing to do some stuff.
I'm just kidding. He's probably gonna send me something now after I said that.
Yeah. You're assuming he's listening to us.
Everybody looks at this at one point.
Yeah.
Don't forget, this weekend we're going to have Rick Jones, the Central Valley Association's government affairs director.
Yeah, governor affair director. Government affair director, the GAD.
Yeah. I'm talking about the electrification of California, what the current government wants to do to us with residential real estate. That's Saturday, 12 noon. Sunday, you can listen to the replay at 10 a.m. or just wait till Monday and listen to the actual podcast.
Yep. It's going to be good.
Yeah. It's ridiculous what they're trying to do to us.
And real estate agents, if you're listening, lenders, if you're listening, everybody should listen to this one. Yeah, it is mind-blowing.
It's what we're going to go over and talk to them, because we did a pre-interview for what we're going to talk about, and you're gonna hear stuff that you didn't know was going on.
Yeah, one of the things he said was there are 7 cities in the Bay Area that's already doing this, and you're having to everything that's gas in your home, you're having to convert over to electric,
and that's just ridiculous.
It's expensive.
Well, not only that, is as I said before, how many people have died of cancer of natural gas, but how many people died of cancer from electric lines?
I've had a few people die of cancer from my gas.
Okay, yeah, cow now.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I guess that's a good place to stop.
That's today. A good wrap. Yeah. Let's not talk about fumes.
Yes. All right. Next week, there's not a ton of information coming out. There's some. But if you're happy with your rate when you get into contract right now, lock it, be done.
Yep.
That's just the thing going forward. And I've told people that we actually have construction of perm loans now for VA and conventional, which is great, but you still have to make sure that the new home isn't cheaper than building the brand. You know what I mean? That whole
build isn't,
because the bill's going to cost. It's still probably about 18 to 20% more costly to build.
Yep.
Now, if you could get a modular, I'm not talking a manufactured home, which is a mobile home on a chassis, actual modular, which is a stick-built house. If you could get one of those, that's 20% cheaper than a stick-built house on site. But they're behind a little bit on those building.
Is that where they build them in the factory?
Yep. And they do 3 shifts, 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
They have supervisor going, you missed that nail, damn it.
Whoa, that's a good supervisor.
Well, I'm just saying that's what you don't have outside.
Do they have any robots?
Yeah. I don't think yet, but I'm sure that's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also like the when they're building them, the 3D printing with concrete. Have you seen those?
Yeah, I did see
There's a whole subdivision. I think it's in Vegas or somewhere that they're building. I can't remember where it's at, but they're 3D printing the whole subdivision and it's concrete. And it's just like, you know what? They can do those in like days.
That's crazy.
Can they do the whole thing and then you put the roof on it? Right?
Yeah. And then they do interior walls and everything, right?
Well, that it is, the whole thing is an out and it's almost like a cinder block house, right? So that the inside's that way, but you can clean it up and do what you want on the inside. But most people just leave it the way it looks on the inside as it does on the outside.
Huh. So what I'm asking is, you got a floor plan.
Okay.
And it does the whole floor plan?
Yeah, it does everything.
Okay, everything.
Except for some it can do count, if you want the counter. It'll cut the bathroom out the way you want it through the 3D printing and where you're going to put stuff and all that stuff.
So how do they do the electrical and the plumbing? Is it all pre-done?
I guess. I don't know the whole story.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Or does it poop out electrical cables?
No, it's concrete. It's concrete, so it can't do that. But it can make certain things. And, it's 3D building, innovative approach, houses, construction of the walls, floors, and roofs of the building.
Do you have a website there?
No, this ChatGPT telling me. I Googled the 3D home because I was trying to find the place that it was doing it.
Should we start just DuckDuckGoing everything instead of Googling it? They couldn't hear that.
I know, that's just us. But what we'll do is, how about on Monday, I'll get together some stuff. We can talk about show the 3D printed homes and how they do it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right. You were good. You're good enough. All right. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Thanks for commenting, branding as you do. Anybody else can comment. We allow you to also.
Yeah. And remember, Saturday at noon or Sunday at 10, Rick Jones, CVAR, Government Affairs Director, talking about electrification of California. So that's a good one.
Yeah.
We all need the information.
Yes, we do. And the other thing is, after you listen to that, please get out and vote in November.
Yeah. Vote a couple times.
I'm going to vote many.
Yeah.
Because, what the heck? I'm actually going to go pulling all the cemeteries to see if I can get the dead people to vote Republican this time.
We're going to ballot harvest.
Yeah. All right. We just lose everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, all right.
Have a great day, guys. And a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the sun.
Yeah, but I thought we were gonna have sun for like weeks, right? For like
couple days.
It says you're gonna have sun for, it was like 7 to 8 days, and then now it's raining 3 days next week.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, David.